Okay guys, this is just going to be a quick little update on the diff of the IS. I have some clips that I'm going to insert right after this and explain where we're at and where we're about to be. Essentially, we're pretty much ready to go. We got the old diff out. You'll see in a second how we did that. And then we mangled the old axle in the process. The tone ring was completely ground down by the corrosion underneath the ABS dust ring, pushes it out just enough to make contact with this. So over time, it was making some whishy noises. I always thought it was wheel bearings, and over time it just went away, so I stopped caring about it. That was the tone ring being gone. I think ABS was working. I don't remember, so we're about to find out. I'm waiting on a new axle. I was trying to finish the video tonight before I got the axle, and so we can go drive and go do some cool stuff. I didn't get it in time. So hopefully I'll have it tomorrow, and we'll get some cool videos of the car next week. But yeah, let's jump in to see what happened, and then I'll show you what it sounds like now, open downpipe. Woo! All right, guys, so we're a little further. I've made a mistake, and I just want to tell you about it. Essentially, when I pulled this thing out, I probably should have pulled the stubs out of the diff and drained it, but I tried to cut a corner and say, I don't want to drain it. Let's just get around that and leave the stub shafts in the frickin' deal. So I did that. We pulled it out. In the process of pulling it out, I dropped all of the ball bearings out of the axles, which means in turn that we need to take the snap ring off of that and take apart the axle to reinsert them. And that's created a bit more work. So yeah, so we got further by taking closer to the result by taking the diffs out, but we also got further away from the result because I tried to cut a corner. So don't make that mistake. It'd be like that. Yeah, it do be like that sometimes. So all that said, I guess we'll get on that.
After minutes of research, guy on YouTube said you've got to match up the narrow to the wide, narrow spacing to the wide spacing.
See, narrow, wide,
okay.
narrow.
Oh, to the actual
Otherwise it'll
outside and
bind.
inside. So wide to narrow, narrow to wide, and looking at the walls of each inner diameter piece thing.
Yes.
Okay, that's how you do it, guys. If you make that mistake, don't make it. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. There we go. So now I went ahead and filled the new diff with fluid. I put 2 quarts in and I let the rest drip out to it was like 1.3 quarts left. Now we were ready to pretty much put it back in. I had the diff here. The end was just sitting on that jack, and then I had the jack stand underneath it, just rising it up to go in. I went to actually spin the axle to line everything up, and I couldn't spin this side. I spun that side, no problem. That's the side we didn't touch. Pulled this side out. This is the side we did touch. In the process of going back in, we forced it on a little bit. You could see as where it was getting binded up. A couple little spots there. Let me show you the inside. So we are on the inside of the axle, the other side of the hub assembly, and you can see here, this is where what got forced in and what binded everything up. That's the wheel speed sensor that all that little metal shavings are attached to. It's magnetic, so that's why it's done that. But now I'm going to have to replace that ring. Basically, let's just come back to this. I'll wait for the new part to get in, and then I'll update it next week. So yeah, on that real big disappointment, I'll see you next week. To make up for this epic failure of a video, I'm going to start the car open downpipe. It sounds sick, so you'll get something out of this video.